So we are continuing the breath into the body, and we are listening to this connection between me and my mother. We are listening to the breathing, to our breath, inhale and exhale, and paying attention to different sensations we have in the body. Just paying attention. And for the next few moments, I invite us to pay attention to our feet, to our legs. And if we feel like, we can move them a little bit, very softly, just to create some energy in the legs. The same legs that walk gracefully every day on Mother Earth. Just moving them a little bit, breathing into them. And when we feel like resting, we just go back to rest. And we are listening. Me and my mother, those words are with us. This relationship, whether she's alive, whether she died, whether she's close to us, we are close to her or not, she is our mother. She brought us to that world. Maybe she raised us in a way. So we are just listening to that words, and we continue to listen to the body. Breathing. And we have these three parts of connection. One part is to the breathing, the second part is to the sensations of the body, and the third part is to the earth, to Mother Earth. Whether we lie down or we sit, Mother Earth, she is here underneath, and she's holding everything in this place. For a moment, let's pay attention to the jaw and see that it is soft enough. And for the next moment, I invite us to pay attention to our yoni, our vagina, and take a few breaths that goes inside my vagina in the inhale and outside of her in the exhale, in your pace, without contracting or any kind of effort. No effort is needed. Just imagining that my breath is going into my body through my genitals softly, and only if I feel like doing it, imagining it. So inhale and exhale. And if I feel open enough to allow myself to have any kind of vocal in my exhale, it will open my yoni even more, because there is a physical and energetical connection between my pelvis and my genitals and my throat. So when I am allowing any kind of vocal, I'm really opening my pelvis and my yoni, so that's a good thing. So just imagining that breath, and if I feel comfortable, I allow a vocal to come out. And if I don't, I don't. That's fine. So the body is in the center of my listening. And while I'm breathing into my sexual organs, the core of my femininity, I'm allowing a picture, an image of my mother to come up. It can be the way she looks today, or it can be something that comes from childhood. I look at her as she comes. I invite her to my field. And if it's possible for me, I look into her eyes. And I'm continuing to breathe. If I feel like staying in my intimate sexual system, I'm staying there. And if I feel like going to the belly or to the heart or any other place, that's my choice. That's your choice. So I'm breathing into my mother's eyes. And I'm staying there for a few moments, just breathing, just looking at her. Maybe from a new eyes, looking at her by choice, looking at her, asking myself to have new eyes when I'm looking at her, new attitude. Being open to her field, to her energy. And breathing. And while you are breathing into your mother's eyes, pay attention to your body. What is the dominant part of the body that is waking up when I'm looking at my mother? What are the dominant emotions that comes up? Feelings, sensations. What is the reaction of my body, my physical body and my emotional body to the presence of my mother? And I'm just being aware of that, allowing it to be without trying to change anything. I'm just feeling. I'm feeling her. I'm feeling myself. And I'm breathing. I'm listening. I'm listening to the dominant part of the body that is reacting to her presence. And to the dominant emotion, whether it's a positive emotion or a negative one, I accept it. I am trying to notice in myself what is the dominant emotion, one that is the most dominant in that moment, whether it's joy, happiness, sadness, depression, anger, whatever comes, I am thanking it. Thank you. Thank you for my clarity about what I'm feeling now. Mothers definitely brings many emotions in us, so it's very natural just to feel. And when I have a name to that emotion, and I have an area in the body, I am staying there, I'm focusing on that part of the body, I'm focusing on that emotion, I'm breathing, I feel the support of Mother Earth to my physical body here and now, And I'm asking my subconscious to open even more and to show me the root of that emotion in the relationship with my mother. Like, when was, I don't know, the first time or a dominant time, an important moment in the relationship with my mother, an important moment, a meaningful moment, when I felt that emotion. I allow the subconscious to open and show me where is the root of that emotion in our relationship. And I go there. I go to that age, whether it's being a baby or a young child or older. I'm going there. I allow the memory to open, even just a little bit, as much as possible for me. And I allow myself to be the daughter in the event, not only to watch myself and her, but really to be in the picture, in that scene, and feel the roots of that emotion. Feel it in the body, feel it in the mind. I'm going deeper into that kind of connection with her. I am breathing in my pace. I'm not trying to change what happened. I am trying to connect deeper, to bring breath maybe to a situation that originally I didn't breathe in it. I'm bringing more consciousness, and I'm bringing the ability to stay with my feelings, emotions, and sensations. Usually when things happen to us in life, especially in the moments that are more strong, they go really fast. And sometimes we are not capturing all the essence that there is there. We are not meeting all the essence. So now we have the privilege to go back and to go deeper and slower. We have time. And we are just listening to that picture, to those emotions, to the relationship between me and my mother in that moment. And we are listening if comes to us naturally, intuitively, any kind of insight, any kind of gift from that scene. Something that in the original space I couldn't see it. And now I can. Now I have the patience. Now I have the space. And I'm breathing, and maybe an insight comes to me, and maybe it doesn't. That's fine anyway. Sometimes insights come at night, in the dreams, or tomorrow, or later in our evening together. So just be open to the question and stay connected to the body. Be aware of the different sensations, the movement of the sensations in the body. Maybe before I felt my belly, now I feel my legs. Just be aware of that. And whenever the energy goes to another part of the body, allow your consciousness, your awareness to go with it. Your body is talking to you in the language of sensations, and we are listening to it. Deep breath. Good. Notice if there is something you want to say to your mother in that event, in that scene, that maybe originally you couldn't say to her. You didn't feel confident, you were young, you didn't have permission, and now you are who you are. You see more, you understand more. So pay attention. Is there anything you want to say to her? And if there is, say it. You can say it in your heart, or you can say it out loud. The mic of everyone is closed, so no one will hear you, only you. Continue to breathe. And then notice if there is something you want to say to the child you are, if you are a child there. If there is something you want to say to yourself in that scene, from who you are today, older, wiser. So allow those messages to come to you and to be expressed in any way you feel comfortable to. And when you finish with that messages, slowly, slowly allow that scene to close. Allow the subconscious to close, and just before you do that, allow yourself to separate gently from yourself, from your mother, saying thank you in your heart. Remember that your memories are part of you. They are part of your healing legacy. So you allow them to be absorbed into the body, and slowly, slowly you come back to your presence here and now, still with your eyes closed, allowing yourself just to rest, just to breathe. Just to relax. Just to be. And whenever you feel ready in your pace, slowly, slowly you allow your body to create small movements, soft movements, waking up slowly. And if you have a notebook and a pen, allow yourself to write some insights, some words, maybe the messages that you heard, if you want to. Thank you.